Okay, why is evidence-based medicine outdated in autism and the shift needs to be made to outcomes-based system? Let's examine it with the COVID situation example. So in COVID situation, what happened? People who took the vaccines survived. People who took the vaccines died. People who did not take the vaccines survived. People who did not take the vaccines died. And if you do the research, you will find evidence for every single scenario that I've just described here. So just because, so these are all different realities. So each of these situations that I've described, what is the outcome that you're looking for is to stay alive. So the outcome, the evidence that okay, this intervention or that intervention or whatever worked or did not work depends upon what you choose to see. And these are different realities. So all of these exist side by side and evidence is there. So the question is, which outcome or which reality is what you prefer to experience? Because outcomes, the way they differ from evidence is, outcome is individualized. It's something that you experience. So each person on the autism spectrum defines it for them. For a person coming, which works for them. For a person coming from the outside with the evidence-based medicine perspective may define it as, okay, if this non-speaking person starts speaking, then that is evidence for me that whatever intervention through which they started speaking works. But for the person who's experiencing the symptoms, they need to define what is limiting for them, what is not limiting for them. And you may be surprised in many situations, what you may think as limiting for them need not necessarily, be defined as limiting for them. So this shift is fundamental in the approach to the understanding that the spectrum in autism is a spectrum of defining the outcomes that the person with autism chooses or wants to experience in their lives.